This is the phone one by Nothing, and you guys know I don't really review phones, but Nothing wanted me to check this camera out on this phone. So this entire vlog that you're about to see is gonna be from phone one. I'm not gonna adjust the color. I want you guys to see what this looks like true to life, straight out of the camera. So the photos and the video that you're gonna be seeing in this vlog are all from the phone one, exactly how you guys would experience it. This phone has a 50 megapixel dual camera system. The main camera goes down to an f1.8, which is great. It does up to 4K 30 frames per second in video. The 1080p has HDR and 60 frames per second. This phone is also supposed to have really great stabilization, and the glyph interface on the back of the phone can be used in a few different ways for creation like fill light and more. Let's hop into the vlog. I feel like I'm doing a lot of trusting by only using the microphone inside of this phone, but I guess we'll find out if it's good or not. I just dropped my son off at school. It's like my morning routine. Get ready. I get to drop him off at school every day, and that's awesome because my mom and my dad did not get to drop me off at school every day. I had to ride the bus. I had to eat school lunch, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just think it's cool that I'm able to provide a totally different experience for my son. It's just cool, man. I'm about to head to the gym though. But I think that this is the perfect video to talk about this topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a little while now. I mean, for a long while now. I think that I'm kind of letting y'all down. That's how I feel. And I shouldn't feel that way because creativity should be at your own pace. But I think that creativity is a lot like athleticism and athletes, in the fact that you have to continue to put up shots. As a basketball player, you have to continue to put up shots. The less shots you put up, the less opportunity you have to actually make the basket go into the hoop. And it's the same with creativity. You have to create enough to give yourself an opportunity to make the shot. And I haven't been shooting enough. I haven't been creating enough. I haven't been producing or putting out content enough. And I think that I'm kind of getting into this space where, like, I don't want to say I'm overthinking, but I'm trying to come up with the perfect idea to execute before I execute anything. And I need to get out of that. The more shots you put up, the better opportunity you have to make a basket. And I'm not giving myself enough opportunity to make a basket. Successful gym run. But to get back onto the topic of taking shots, a couple different things happen when you take more shots. I already talked about the first one a little bit. You give yourself a better opportunity to make the basket. And if you don't shoot enough, you won't make it. So if you're creating content and you're trying to make a hit, you're trying to get something that gets engagement, you're going to have a better opportunity at doing that if you produce more content. The second thing that happens is you get better. You get practicing. You become a better creator. You become a better athlete. And the third thing that happens is you become less married to the outcome of the individual shots that you're taking. If you only take 2 shots in a professional basketball game and you miss both of them, they meant a lot more to you because you missed both of them. Whereas if you take 30 shots and you make 16 of them, that's still a significant amount of points on the board. So as a creator, it's really the same concept. If you're not creating enough, then you're becoming married to the stuff that you are making. And when that doesn't perform, if that is the basis of how you are, I guess, rating yourself in a successful way, then it becomes very, very discouraging when things do not perform. And performance isn't everything, but at the same time, when you're creating something, you do want to have some sort of feedback on it. So if you produce more and you create more videos, you give yourself a better opportunity to become better, to make more shots. And you also are less married to the stuff that you're making. That's what I need to get back to. It was a point in time where I was literally creating a video every single day, editing it and putting it out into the world and just going on to the next thing, being inspired, having that momentum when creating. And that's something that I really, really, really want to get back to. Man, it's time for me to lock in some work. Oh my God, having a freaking toddler, bruh. Literally about to break your ankle at every second of your life. It's crazy. I'm about to lock in on some work. I still edit a significant amount, which is crazy. I have an editor. That's the crazy thing about it. I still edit a significant amount. And I think that that is something that makes it even crazier, that I'm not dropping as much as I need to be dropping in terms of content, shooting at the basket. And I don't know if this analogy is getting old, but I'm not producing as much as I need to. But I'm about to lock in on some work right now. I got some stuff that I need to put out, and I got to polish and edit. So let's test out the time-lapse feature on this phone. Man, one thing that I've really been enjoying about using this phone to kind of document my day is that it feels a lot less cumbersome to use. Like, I don't have to think about white balance. I don't have to think about changing frame rates and doing all this extra stuff. I can just press record and kind of just go with the day. Let the autofocus pick me up, and I'm just capturing whatever I capture. But I'm gonna be on this couch for a little while, so let's test out this time-lapse feature. See how it is. It's a little windy up here, so I'm really interested to hear how this handles the audio. I'm taking a little bit of photos on the Nothing phone right now. I believe this is a 50 megapixel sensor, which is crazy to be inside of a smartphone. Every time I talk, I feel like I'm freaking lisping because I have Invisalign. So if you hear it, that's why. I feel like I always got to say that, but it feels really good to be out. That's something that I wanted to talk about because I spend way too much time in my house watching YouTube videos. And every time I come outside the house to just create something for the sake of creating something, I feel so freaking good and energized. And man, what the hell do I be doing in the house watching YouTube videos, bro? Like, I gotta quit that, man. The weather's nice out too, so expect more of me being out in these videos upcoming soon. But let's test this camera out, man. I want to see what the photos are like. Man, y'all ever feel like whenever you go to a spot that you've already been to or a spot that you always go to, it's very hard to create there because you just feel like you've already done that thing a million times? That's like me with this spot that I'm at right now. I can't wait to get back to the house and actually look at this stuff on the computer and chop it down and edit it and even see what this audio, hear what this audio sounded like, because it's so much happening around me. So I'm really nervous about how this could potentially sound. I'm gonna go home, chop all this down, and kind of talk about my experience using this phone to document myself for the day. It's been a couple days. I've edited down the vlog, and this is what I think of using the phone when to document myself for the day. First things first, I just love the sheer convenience of using a phone to document yourself, film, photo. It's so fast. There's something so exhilarating about just being able to pull your phone out, press record, and I think about white balance, shutter speed, aperture, all that other stuff. Just let the autofocus and the software do what it does for you. And I love that. I love the sheer convenience of using the phone. I think the interface of the camera app in the phone is super simple, clean, minimal, and I like that. I'm not an Android guy myself, so being able to hop in here and know what I'm doing without
exerting maximum effort is great to me. I love that. The photo experience on the phone was really nice. The photos came out crispy, and the glyph interface, they figured out a way to implement that into a really cool way with photography. I was taking some self-portraits of myself using a timer, and the glyph interface on the back of the phone lights up and counts you down to 1. So you know exactly when to pose and when the photo is going to be taken. And I think that's genius. Another really cool feature that they've integrated into the glyph interface is having a tally light on the back of the phone. I can't tell you how many times I've used other phones to film myself. I go back to review the footage and I actually wasn't filming. So the fact that they have a tally light on the back of the phone and you know when it's filming was actually really dope. You're into not having 24 frames per second. You're down for the punchy colors. You can deal with the stabilization. I think that this is a great phone for whoever's interested in it. So it's gonna be links down in the description if you are interested in this phone. But with that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace.